What's going on, YouTube? This is UngarToTheMax here with a recap of Super Bowl 52 last night. So, yesterday, I predicted the final score would be 44-31 Philadelphia. 44-31. I was not off by that much. I was only off by 3 points with Philadelphia, and I was only off by 2 with New England. So, the first part I want to talk about is Alshon Jeffrey. Because I said yesterday that him against Stephon Gilmore was going to be the matchup to watch. However, the Patriots did not start Stephon Gilmore on Alshon Jeffrey. And the Eagles made the Patriots pay for that. I believe Jeffrey got like 75 yards in receptions on the first drive. Maybe that's a little bit much, but you know what I mean. And he scored the game's opening drive. Well, after that, Gilmore got on Jeffrey and pretty much closed him off for the rest of the night. But the key for the Eagles in that last night was that running game. Jay Ajayi, LeGarrette Blount, Corey Clement. I always have a problem saying this last name. Corey Clement. There we go. The runs they had set up the Eagles' RPOs, which is run-pass options. Especially that trick play where Foles went off to the side, acting like he was like audibling, and then they direct snap it, and then do a flip after that, and the guy throws the ball to Nick Foles, the quarterback, for a touchdown. Yes, Nick Foles is the first quarterback ever to catch a touchdown in the Super Bowl. So the Eagles were able to successfully do a trick play, while the Patriots did not. They tried a similar play where Brady went out to be a wide receiver, and I believe it was Amendola that threw Brady the ball. First off, the pass was high, but secondly, Brady had one glove on, while the other one was free. And I believe that was the hand that had the stitches. So that might have affected why he didn't catch it. But that game had zero defense last night. One punt between the two teams. Again, one. Brady threw for 505 yards passing. There were only 2 turnovers. The interception by Harmon, and then the fumble at the end of the game that pretty much sealed the Eagles' victory. It was one of the craziest games I've ever seen. Because in the first half, it looked like the Eagles were just going to run away with it at points. But then the Patriots would come back and make it like a one-possession game. I believe it was 22-12 at halftime in favor of the Eagles, of course. But if you were to tell me that Brady would throw for over 500 yards passing and the Patriots would still lose in a Super Bowl, I would have called you nuts. But guess what? That is exactly what happened. So, I think that the reason the Patriots lost is because of their defense. Matt Patricia is supposed to be this defensive genius, which, by the way, Matt Patricia is now the head coach of the Detroit Lions. But Patricia I thought was supposed to be this defensive genius. And last year, when the Falcons went up 28-3, Patricia was able to get his defense to pretty much shut down the Atlanta Falcons' high octane offense which allowed the Patriots to come back and win 34-28 in overtime. But the Eagles were pretty much able to do whatever they wanted to the Patriots defense last night. And again, it was primarily the RPOs that were hurting the Patriots. RPO stands for run, pass, option. So what that means is when Nick Foles got the ball after the center snapped it, he would put the ball in the belly of the running back, primarily LeGarrette Blount, and he had two options. He could either let LeGarrette Blount run it, or he could pull it back like a play-action pass and throw the ball. And there were a couple times where he did throw it, and I think those were smart decisions. I don't remember exactly when this was during the game, but they did an RPO where Foles had the ball in the belly of LeGarrette Blount, but then he saw Alshon Jeffrey on a slant and hit him for a first down. And speaking of first downs, those were two gutsy fourth down calls by Doug Peterson. He was running circles around Bill Belichick and Matt Patricia last night and that Patriots defense. But anyway, getting back to fourth down. First off, the trick play was insane. As I said, Nick Foles was the first ever quarterback to catch a touchdown in the Super Bowl. But then the second fourth down conversion was very critical because it kept that drive alive, and the Eagles, I believe, went on to score on that drive. I believe it resulted in a touchdown, but I don't quite remember. But I remember Zach Ertz getting the ball, and of course the Patriots were saying, it's no good. Sorry. And of course the Patriots were saying, no, it's no good. But it was a good catch. But now I want to go to the Zach Ertz go-ahead touchdown. And Cowboy fans are probably saying, how is that a catch? But the Dez Bryant play against the Green Bay Packers in like 2010, I think that was. I don't remember exactly. But how is that not a catch? Well, it's because Zach Ertz was already declared as a runner, and the ball had already broke the plane. That's my view of it. And I think that's partially what the refs said about that particular play. But you knew the catch or no catch rule was going to rear its ugly head at some point. That happened a bunch of times. Like, that Zach Ertz play was very similar to the Jesse James play in Pittsburgh, which I still think that was a catch and the Steelers got hijacked. But that aside, the NFL needs to do something about this catch or no catch, because it's honestly getting ridiculous. Like, I feel like even if it's a regular catch, you need to check with the referees, because the referee may say, no, he didn't maintain control through the whole while going to the ground. So you just don't know anymore. You really don't. And as I said in the preview video yesterday, the Eagles need to get pressure on Tom Brady. That's what the Giants did in their two Super Bowl victories over the Patriots in Super Bowl 42 and Super Bowl 46. The Giants had Jason Pierre-Paul, Justin Tuck, Osi Umenyiora, Michael Strahan. The Giants were able to bring pressure without blitzing. And I thought the Eagles had the capability of doing the same thing. But it never felt like the Eagles were able to really pressure Tom Brady until the fourth quarter and that key sack fumble. That was the only time I really felt like the Eagles got real pressure on Brady. Yes, I think there were a couple times where the Eagles were able to get to Brady, but he was able to just step up and deliver bombs to Amendola or Chris Hogan. So the only time I really felt like the Eagles got to Brady was on that play, when Brandon Graham got the strip sack. And I think it was the rookie Derek Barnett that picked it up. And he should have been allowed to keep running. But anyway, sorry for all the camera movement. That's what happens when you have to hold an iPad. But it seems like whenever the Patriots are involved in a Super Bowl, it's always exciting. Super Bowl 52 last night, one of the greatest Super Bowls I have ever seen. An offensive show. Super Bowl 51 last year, down 28-3. Patriots come back. Super Bowl 49. I wish the Seahawks would have run the ball. But even though I'm a Seahawks fan first, congrats. Nice job by Malcolm Butler on that play. And I'll get back to Malcolm Butler in a minute. Trust me. Because I'm going to combine this with a Super Bowl recap and a rant. And then Super Bowl 46 had a very similar ending to last night's game with the Hail Mary at the end that the Giants knocked down to win the game, just like the Eagles last night. And then Super Bowl 42, the helmet catch, and then Plaxico Burress scoring the game-winning touchdown, and the Giants prevented the Patriots from going 19-0. Meaning the Miami Dolphins of 1972 are still the only NFL team ever to go undefeated. But why, oh why, did the New England Patriots not play Malcolm Butler on defense? I think if he was playing, that would have changed the game, not entirely, but it could have possibly changed the outcome. I think it certainly would have made a big difference. I don't think the Eagles' offense would have been able to go as crazy as they did. From what I read, it was that Malcolm Butler broke curfew and was doing other activities. But so I understand why they punished him, but he still should have. The way I would have punished him personally, and this is why I'm not Bill Belichick, obviously, is I would have wouldn't have let him play in the first half, and then said, okay, you served your punishment, now go play in the second half. I think Butler would have made a huge difference. But he wasn't there because he broke team rules, and that's what the Patriots said. So, I get it, but he would have made a difference. So that's going to do it for now. That was one of the greatest Super Bowls I've ever seen. So, hopefully we get another good Super Bowl next year in Atlanta. Super Bowl 53, you have a hard act to follow. And I thought Super Bowl 52 had a hard act to follow. These last two Super Bowls have been fantastic. So good luck to Super Bowl 53 on topping Super Bowl 52. So, until next time, this is I just wanted to let you guys know that on Wednesday, February 7th, not only will I be turning 21, but I will be at the Cavaliers-Timberwolves game at the Q. And during the game, I will be doing in-game footage. I'm not sure if I'll live stream during the game, but I will record segments and post them on the channel. So stay tuned for that. But for now, this is UngarToTheMax signing off. Salute, go Cavs, and go Blue Jackets.